This week on Fetch Me a Home, we are joined by Stephanie. Thank you so much for coming in with the Animal Welfare Society. And this is River.
Yes.
So River and a lot of her litter mates have quite a history here.
Yes, as I think many of you are aware, we along with some other shelters supported the state in an investigation of a pet overcrowding situation. And the state of Maine investigates these situations, but they don't have a shelter of their own, so they rely on our shelters to care for the animals. And so now they are starting to go up for adoption and get the medical care that they need.
And that's the big thing. A lot of medical care has gone into this. With any big seizure where you guys end up with kind of an influx of animals, talk about the process here and the medical care you have to provide.
Sure. So whether it's a local animal control officer bringing in 10 cats from a home, or even a transport from the south, or a situation like this, we have a process where we get all the animals, they get a quick exam for emergent issues. They get put into our system. We check everyone for a microchip. We assess their health situation and then triage them for getting care, with, of course, the more dire cases going first. AWS has a community veterinary clinic right on site. We have 7 veterinarians and support staff, so we are able to get our animals the care they need very quickly. One of the things that they check for with females who are known to be unspayed from situations like that is pregnancy. So Miss River here is one of the pregnant ladies. Aww. So she therefore isn't going to be up for adoption for a while, because she still has to have her babies and of course take care of them.
Right.
So,
but she's here to represent, because
yes.
You will have a few, hopefully, you will have a few Shih Tzus this weekend.
Yep. We've all been kind of working through our respective Shih Tzus at all the shelters, and depending on their medical care and what they need and how healthy they are, we've had a couple go up for adoption and get adopted already, and we should hopefully have a few more going up this weekend, if not early next week. One thing that people should understand is that these dogs were not housed in a traditional home environment, so most of them are not house trained, they're not crate trained, and a lot of them are very scared. They are friendly animals in that they do warm up fairly quickly, but we'll want their adopters to know that it's going to take a little bit more time than usual. They look really cute, they look like little teddy bears, and you want to snuggle them right away, but you've just got to give them time to feel comfortable. They've had a lot of upheaval in their lives, so kind of let them lead the way once you adopt them, and before you know it, you'll have a lap dog / cat, because a lot of them think they're cats.
Yes, and a wide range of ages too. Yes. We should mention that you answered half of my question already here, but you've had a lot of inquiries into these dogs. What else should people know in terms of adoption?
Absolutely, all of our adoptions are first come first serve. We don't have a wait list or anything. People should understand that while some of them are pregnant, a lot of these dogs were not bred in a planned fashion. They're not great matches, and that we hope all the puppies will be healthy, but that isn't always the case. So we want people to just be understanding. We would do everything in our power to help a puppy, but sometimes there's stillborns and things like that. So we just we're keeping the mamas healthy and happy right now. When someone sees an animal available for adoption, this goes for all of our animals on our website. If it's in the shelter, which it will indicate, they can come right down during our open hours. And if it's in foster care, they can call and make an appointment.
And we'll put all that information on our
yes.
website. Really quickly, how can the community really support you right now?
So I think I mentioned earlier, these animals have not had the veterinary care that they've needed or deserved in their life. Everything from just routine preventatives to some significant surgeries for some of the animals. So monetary donations to support the veterinary care is crucial. When you have this many animals come in at once that all need care, every little bit helps. A lot of people don't realize that the adoption fee doesn't nearly cover the cost of the care we put into these animals, and we will do anything to help these animals do well. So the more support we can get from the community to get them happy and healthy, the sooner they'll go up for adoption and start their new lives.
Absolutely. We're ready for your new future, Miss River. Hopefully that's someday soon. Stephanie, with the Animal Welfare Society in Kennebunk, thank you so much for bringing River in.
Us.
And you can, of course, find much more information on our website. And your Weekend Morning Report returns in a moment.